There are many narratives surrounding the Khashoggi mystery. On one hand, Turkish President Erdogan has said that the Saudi officials planned his murder, while Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman denies knowing anything about the plan. Meanwhile, the Trump administration has been wavering between saying they would apply harsh sanctions to attempting to relieve Saudi Arabia of any wrongdoing. But the ultimate question remains: does this case directly have an impact on Israel? And if so, to what extent? Joining us in the studio is Dr. Mordechai Kedar, expert on the Middle East from the Begin-Sadat Center at Ilan University. Thanks so much for joining us.
Pleasure.
So my first question is, what are the direct ramifications on the Middle East political structure which Trump and Israel possibly view?
Well, Israel and the United States share the view that the center of the Middle East in our side is actually Saudi Arabia. Because Saudi Arabia has its friends in the Emirates, Kuwait, Egypt, Jordan, us in a way or another. And this is actually the coalition which we and the United States see vis-a-vis the Iranian coalition, which includes Iraq, Syria, Lebanon, Russia in the background. Okay, so this is, however, what happened with the Khashoggi issue, that Saudi Arabia becomes like a leprechaun. And nobody wants to touch it. Nobody wants to talk to them. Anyone who will now be viewed in the same frame with MBS, with Mohammed bin Salman, will be discriminated, will be disassociated with. So this is the problem, because actually the anchor of the Western Israeli, pro-Israeli coalition, the ministry actually is sinking in a mud, very deep mud and very slippery slope, because of this issue, which they cannot come to admit what they did and to say, yes, we sinned and we did something very bad. Because, you know, people in the world could take people killed in a war, but people being sold, this is something which people cannot digest. And this is what we are now here with Saudi Arabia.
I see. And how will this directly impact U.S.-Israel ties?
Well, I think that Israel and the United States see the same problem. And they see now how the coalition, which they tried to shape against the Iranian coalition, is actually being paralyzed in a way or another, because the center of this coalition, Saudi Arabia, becomes dysfunctional when it comes to international issues. Not even one politician wants to be to take part in any event which today takes place in Saudi Arabia on economic issues or any other issues. This will be a very big problem. And in my humble view, the Saudi ruling family, will be forced to change the crown prince. Means to nominate somebody else instead of Mohammed bin Salman. And at the end of the day, it is a possibility.
Do you think they could nominate his other younger brother, Khalid?
He has brothers, he has cousins. And the only question is, what is his father, Salman, the King Salman, will do? I don't know what his situation is, how much he is aware of the problem, how much he is being exposed to the information, which we all know how much he looks at TV or watches or goes around with the social media. I absolutely no idea, and I suspect that he is not fully aware of the problem which Saudi Arabia today is in, and causing problems to others as well.
Why do you think there are some pro-Israel advocates who are speaking out against Khashoggi?
Well, Khashoggi was not somebody who was in favor of Israel. He was a Muslim Brotherhood supporter. He was, it was recorded, you can see it on YouTube, how he advocates the destruction of Israel, how he wants to take Jerusalem out of Israel, how he's against the moving of the American embassy. He's totally in the hands of Qatar and its likes, Hamas. He was sympathizing with all these terrorists, no doubt, which Saudi Arabia is totally against. So I don't think that we have to mourn on his death. He's not our supporter. Yet, I definitely do not support cutting people to pieces with a sword.
Well, Dr. Mordechai Kedar, thank you very much for your insight today.
Thank you so much.